congratulations to 4 young men who are going to be presented to society on this evening that have blazed the trail and have stood a test of time. Our Beautillion Academy features some 14 weeks of activities and seminars centered around to include, not to name all, career development, time management, and goal setting.
They went through training on financial management, creating an appropriate virtual presence, college preparedness, etiquette training, and self-motivation.
I'm Dr. Anthony Barnes. I had the pleasure of serving as the Dean of the 2013 J.Keith Wilson Beautillion Academy class. After many months of Saturday sessions, and parents, you can attest to the many emails that I've sent out, we find ourselves here this evening to culminate the Academy. The motto of the Beautillion Academy is, hard work will always defeat talent when talent refuses to work hard. This evening we celebrate the efforts of these hard-working and talented young men. Without further ado, I will introduce to you the young men that we refer to as our Beaus. Introducing Beau, Junior Doe. Junior Doe, all right. Junior Doe was born in Bali, Cameroon to Charles and Susan Doe. His formal education began at Thomas Johnson Middle School, months after he immigrated from Cameroon. Junior is currently a senior in the International Baccalaureate program at Parkdale High School in Riverdale, Maryland, where he maintains a 3.7 GPA. In December 2011, Junior and his brother established a nonprofit organization known as the Rock Foundation. The Rock Foundation is dedicated to promoting educational prosperity in third world countries. The Rock Foundation campaign was very successful, as the Rock Foundation raised over $2,000 and provided 58 needy children with funds to attend school for the upcoming school year. Along with that, the Rock Foundation donated 4 computers to the Bali Community College and provided their students with adequate school supplies. Ladies and gentlemen, Beau, Junior Doe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing today? Good. Nice to see you guys. I see everybody looking nice and sharp. I like to see that. And I don't look pretty bad myself, so that's... As you know, you guys already heard, my name is Junior Doe and I attend Parkdale High School. Before I start my speech, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the entire academy and the foundation. I would try to say it, but I'm afraid I might mess it up, so I'm just gonna thank the foundation. And secondly, I'd like to give a special thanks to Dr. Barnes, you know, with his hard work and dedication. You know, these 14 weeks have been challenging and rewarding. And I did not forget my mentor, Brother Patterson, back there. You know, he's one of the best mentors you can possibly have. You know, he was there every week for me. Although he was teasing me, I knew it was all out of love. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my family and friends who was able to come out here. And tonight, the topic of my speech would be, I'll be addressing the impact of social media on communication in today's culture. You know, there's no doubt that social media has an impact on our culture. You know, social media sites like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram have revolutionized how we connect with each other and how business mingle with each other. You know, Facebook began as a way for college students to get together and share their college experience. You know, that idea has grown into a billion-dollar industry that serves over 500 million users of all ages worldwide. You know, the impact of social media is evident in this room today. Some point we've all had Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts. Whether the growth in social media has had a positive or negative impact just depends on your personal experience with it. Some individuals see social, media as a leisure that has created, quote unquote, a lazy generation of kids. We're all behind our phones, always watching television. But others view it as an opportunity to connect with friends and family around the world. Let's take a look at Facebook. It allows us to connect with people all around the world. From the comfort of my living room, I can go on my cousin's page in Cameroon and check up on how she's doing. That's how social media has revolutionized how we communicate. Social media sites, they also have their negative aspects. Today it's seen as more of a gossip site, and it's also a source of cyberbullying. But every aspect both has negative and positive to it. From the outside view, digital interaction appears to be cold and inhumane. There's no denying that. Today we're becoming more comfortable texting each other, messaging each other, and emailing each other from behind the computer, rather than having face-to-face interactions. That's changing the present culture and time. Technology is growing and it's impacting just about everybody in this room. And some of us here today have multiple phones and multiple phone numbers and multiple email addresses. So it's pretty much evident. And it's changing the way we talk to each other.
Introducing Beau Tori Douglas. This evening, Tori is escorted by Miss Kelsey Ross. Tori Douglas was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, to his parents, Sandra Douglas and Cedric Skinner. His formal education began at Fort Washington Forest Elementary School, Eugene Burroughs Middle School, and Gwynn Park Middle School. Currently, Tori is a junior at Gwynn Park High School in Brandywine, Maryland, where he maintains a 3.68 GPA. He is an outfielder on the varsity baseball team and is a member of the Maple Springs Baptist Church, where he serves as a junior usher and junior deacon. Ladies and gentlemen, Beau Tori Douglas.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Tori Douglas, and I would like to ask y'all, what is a catalyst? A catalyst is someone or something that precipitates an event or change. There have been many catalysts throughout history that had made events, that had made equality a reality. People, injustice, and community are such things that have made equality a reality. William Edward Bugard is one of those people who have made catalysts, who have made equality a reality. William Edward earned a PhD at Harvard. He was a poet, philosopher, economic historian, psychologist, and a social critic. William Edward's top priority was to end racism in America. William opposed Booker T. Washington's views about education because it limited blacks' opportunities for schools. William Edward also used writing to combat racism by publishing Souls of Black Folks and started a magazine called The Crisis. During the Harlem Renaissance, William was instrumental in creating opportunities for intellectual and artistic blacks. Sometimes injustice plays the role as catalyst in making equality a reality. One such example is when it is the Trayvon Martin case. A 17-year-old teen was shot and killed by a neighborhood watch captain while walking back from 7-Eleven after buying a pack of Skittles. George Zimmerman spotted Trayvon while he was walking and thought that he looked suspicious because he was wearing a hoodie. So Zimmerman confronted Trayvon after he was already told that from the police that Trayvon wasn't somebody he could just follow because he was just a 17-year-old boy doing nothing. So Zimmerman confronted Trayvon, and that led to a fight, which led to Trayvon's death. There have been large protests for months for the justice of Trayvon's death by George Zimmerman. Finally, communities can also be a catalyst in order to make equality a reality. One such example is when a group of communities decided to not be segregated, while the other communities decided to stay segregated, and the ones that became non-segregated started prospering, and that made the other communities which are segregated want to become non-segregated because that they want to prosper also and create bonds with different races.
Introducing Beau, Gary McLeod II. This evening, Gary is escorted by Miss Krista Robinson. Gary McLeod II was born in Memphis, Tennessee, to Gary Sr. and Jernelia McLeod. Gary is currently a junior at Henry E. Lackey High School, located in Indian Head, Maryland, where he maintains a 3.5 GPA. He is on the honor roll and is a recipient of the U.S. Academic Presidential Award. Along with his regular honors and advanced placement classes, he participates in many extracurricular activities. Gary is a member of Lackey's Air Force JROTC drill team and is a quarterback on the varsity football team. Ladies and gentlemen, Beau Gary McLeod II.
Good evening, friends, family, and the awesome men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Pi Upsilon Lambda Chapter. Before I begin, I would like to thank God. If it were not for Him, none of this would be possible. He is my provider, my protector, and most importantly, He is my friend. I would also like to thank my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gary Sr. and Jernelia McLeod, for the love, support, and pushing me, even when I wanted to give up. Another thanks goes to Alpha Phi Alpha for sponsoring such an event that provides opportunities for myself for Beaus, such as myself